Well, hello and welcome. Today is day 41, and I have a very real and meaningful chance of getting to 1900 on this day, which will be one step closer to achieving my goal of beating a Grandmaster. Today I found something out really interesting. There's this website where you can find your Magnus number, and that is how many players away from beating Magnus Carlsen you are, but it's only available on Lichess. So my Magnus number is 4. So I'm 4 wins away from beating Magnus Carlsen, which I was quite proud of. So I beat someone who beat someone who beat someone who beat Magnus Carlsen, I think. I need to check that. But that's encouraging that maybe I'm not quite as far away from achieving my goal as I think. But anyway, in any event, today is day 41. Into the fray. 3-minute game with a 2-second increment. We are playing Oscar SG from Espanyol. From Spain. Just going to turn the volume down because that is quite loud. Okay. I'm going to play d5. And we get this kind of closed off position, which reminds me a lot of the Caro-Kann. Okay. Develop my bishop. The only problem is my light square bishop looks a little bit worse for the wear. Like, how am I going to get it out? That is yet to be seen. I think I need to press. I think I need to press. I need to press F5, probably. Okay, I don't mind this. I'm kind of allowing b4, which is a very natural move for white to play. And the reason for that is I don't mind playing bishop to b6, targeting this weak square. Huh, okay. Now I'm going to forge forward with f5. f5 looks good. My bishop needs to probably stay on this diagonal because I need to keep an eye on this pawn, which is going to be a weakness, especially if he takes here, which I'm not sure if it's the best move to take or not. Taking en passant, as the boys from Anarchy Chess on Reddit, you know, they say, taking en passant is the only way. And in this position, I think taking en passant might be the best move. Okay, he doesn't go for en passant, which I do find interesting. Kind of tempted just to say, fine, I'm going to double my pawns, don't really care. Let's put pressure over here. Let's see. Okay, he decides to take, which I think is reasonable. But you know what, actually, the thing I missed maybe, which was a little bit of a mistake, is now he has bishop to g5, which I just kind of had a bit of a brain fart on. Then I maybe play queen to e8. Yeah, not happy with this. Okay, but it's not the end of the world. I can weed it out. Weed the bishop out. Offers some defense. Before I do anything, yeah, let's just play bishop to d7. I'm gonna have to play bishop to d7 at some point, so let's do it now. And I think now I need to play bishop to d8 and try and deal with this mistake. And it is a mistake. I'm sure the engine will say, hey, why did you allow bishop to g5, you fool? Shouldn't have done that. The idea here, though, is actually kind of okay. Takes. The only problem is after takes, how on earth I'm going to play over here. And he's going to play over here. Ah, but at the end of that, I have f4. Or maybe f4 is a move. Nah, I don't think it is, actually. I need to kind of force him to take. I want to clear the square, but I can't really. And this is problematic for me. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. I like this move. It's kind of like a slow, quiet move, and it allows me to... Yes. That... I feel like when we return to the analysis, that will be a bad move that he just made. Bishop takes e7, because I'm in quite a lot of trouble here. And now he can no longer have the knight installed. Because if I took over here, then his knight would be over here. Oh yeah, that's actually maybe the whole point. Yeah. But now I can play this. And he probably doesn't want to take this pawn. He has to take a... I'm sacrificing a pawn here. Maybe this sacrifice is not sound. But it feels very uncomfortable taking. Oh, maybe it's fine. Maybe I just did that for no reason. Okay, let's double my rooks and see if we can get something here. Can't play over here. Maybe this pawn is sort of gonna be recaptured by black. Okay, what's the threat? Don't see it. Maybe I should think a little bit more. Just be careful here. Okay, he's probably wanting to jump in with his bishop, but then I'm gonna take the pawn. And I'm very uncertain about, okay, he has one resource to defend, but it's not going to work. After he plays knight to h3, I'm going to play queen to h4. And then it's going to be very difficult to hold everything together. In fact, I really hope he plays knight to h3, and I can just snap it off. Pressure. Can't even play bishop to g4 now. Oh, that is such a great move. Great move. Didn't see that. We didn't see that, did we? Okay, I'm gonna need to maneuver around a little bit more. That's unfortunate. Takes, rook takes. I just don't have enough to really mount a meaningful attack here. Okay, change of plans. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I need to play knight to d8. Oh, this is a mess. He's gonna move his rook in. And I'm gonna have to just allow this. Kind of allowing the rook to infiltrate, but that's fine. I've got bishop to c6. Still gonna allow this. Wow. Okay, that's a good move. Frustration. Frustration stations. This guy's defending like an absolute beast. Oh man. I didn't see that. What a great move. This is very tricky. Alright. Let's try and create some weaknesses on the square. I'm going to double my pawns so that I can try and get something going here. Okay, this looks bad. Might be able to get away with this one. Oh, the only problem is I can't take here. Can't take there. Okay, let's go here. Ooh, I might be in trouble. Nope. Yes. No. Maybe not. Okay, I'm threatening to take this pawn. Gonna go ahead and take that pawn. At least this pawn is no longer hanging. Now I'm threatening to take this knight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the knight. And now we might have just pulled a proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Proverbial rabbit out of the hat, baby. Okay, we just need to play with some speed, and we should be okay. Hangs his queen. This is the thing. When you're playing against these guys, they play so well, and then there's like a breaking point. If you keep putting pressure, they keep having to find moves. There's like a point where it's like a nut that you just need to keep them under the gun for like a little bit longer, and then the concentration breaks, and then there's a blunder. Because he was playing incredibly well up until the end. And we get to 1900! No, we don't! Oh, we get to 1899. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. That wasn't a very good game by either of us. I played with 66.7 accuracy. accuracy, so not a great game. Okay, f5. Let's start off with f5. f5 is no good. I thought en passant was okay. h4. Wow, h4. Oh, h4 makes so much sense. Yeah, h4 I was looking at later on, but you're just playing h4 now and just allowing white's pieces just to be installed. And then after I play h6, I'm still just struggling to break through. Okay. Anyway, he doesn't do that. Knight takes f4 is best. Okay, then bishop takes f4. And then I can play h6. Okay, and just kind of keep control of things. Anyway, I didn't do that. I played bishop to b6, which, okay, it says it's a huge, like, miss, but it's not that bad. It's slightly worse. But yeah, okay, so this is the whole thing that I missed. Is just that this square is like a huge weakness for black, and now I've got problems. So wait for it. Now, I don't know what the engine's going to say now, but I'm pretty sure that takes, how is takes good? How is takes good? I just thought, like, this can't be good for white. But maybe it just thinks that actually h4 can be played at any point and the knight can just come in and... Yeah, actually, come to think of it. I don't have time. White should play h4 immediately, and that prevents me from playing g5. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that. Yeah, and this was kind of like me just running out of ideas. And now, queen to f7 is actually really good here. Now I'm able to recapture that pawn. But yeah, we find the winning continuation. A couple of good moves in a row here. I felt good about these. And then after this, I was like, what the heck? What do I do? g5. I was thinking about g5, but then I just thought that just hangs the pawn. This doesn't work. And now what happens if it just takes? Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Oh, this is so good. These are the moves. This right here, this is like 2000 plus level thinking. And these lateral moves, for some reason, I just have a blind spot for them in my chess game. When you play this, right, and you force the f pawn, now suddenly there's all this heat on the d4 square, and I missed this. So here, if for example you take over here, now this pawn's hanging, so rook can take f4. Yeah, and just this is such a strong move. Okay, so I don't find the idea here. And then this is just like a bunch of confused moves. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so rook to e8, that's kind of essential because I want to take this pawn because it's hanging. But any piece that I take with it's going to get forked by the knight. The knight's attacking both squares, so can't do that yet. So we got that pawn, and now I figure I can take. But now queen to e3 apparently is the way to go. And here white is up a pawn, and I have to force everything, is forcing an exchange in a superior position. So, and then yeah, my opponent just completely blunders here. This is like catastrophically bad. His idea kind of looks cool, is he wants to take this pawn, and then after I take, he's gonna check, and then like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of bad things that can happen once these rooks infiltrate. Even if he sacrifices his knights, it's not a big deal. But he forgets that, like, I can just take the knights, and now, after trading off, that's just the end of the game. And then he hangs his queen, so. Wow, great game. Actually, it wasn't that great, but instructive game, I'll say. We've got 21 wins and 16 losses, and we are 1 point away from breaking 1900. Hopefully, tomorrow will be the day. All right, folks. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all tomorrow.